Hey everybody, this is Kim Hawk and I'm known as the fairy godmother of real estate here on the YouTube channel called Near Disney. And I am joined here today with my expert panel. Virginia, why don't we start off with you because I know you have been a foot soldier out for us looking at some new construction, right?
Yeah, that's right. So this week I went to a 55 plus community in Kissimmee that is called 𝐾𝐈𝐒𝐍𝐼𝐴N's Four Seasons. And 𝐾𝐈𝐒𝐍𝐼𝐴N is the builder, which is one of the top 10 builders in the United States. Really nice homes. It's a gated resort. As I said, it's 55 plus. They have two sorts of homes that are all single level, which is great for a 55 plus community. They have villas and they have single family homes. And really the only difference is the villas are slightly smaller square footage than the single family homes. This community has 7 styles of homes. They have 2 models for the villas and 5 models for the single family. And the prices start in the mid 300s for the villas and the upper 400s for the single family homes. So it's a really nice community. There's tons of stuff to do. They have a lot of amenities, a lot of clubs that people can join. Obviously they have tennis courts and pools and fitness centers, and they are located only 9 miles from Disney and all the parks. So it's a great location and a really nice community.
That's fantastic. So from our office area, how do you get there from when you say 9 miles?
So from downtown Celebration, you would go World Drive to Griffin on 192 and then up towards the Walmart. And it's actually on Old Lake Wilson.
Ah, great location then.
Yeah.
And so it's got that shortcut that you can get to the animal kingdom too.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a really nice community. It's really well maintained and just really pretty. It's a good spot. They do have some rules though for the 55 plus community. At least one member of the household has to be 55 plus, and if you have a second member living with you, they have to be 19 or older. And if you want people who are under the age of 18 as a guest, they can come and visit for sure, but they're actually only allowed to stay for 30 days.
Ah, so the good news is, guys, if the 3 of us need to buy a house, I got you covered. I'm over 55. I got you guys covered. I'm pretty sure you're 19 or older.
Yeah, I'm over 19, definitely.
So we could buy in there, which is a nice thing. Well, I'm excited, especially when I hear you say that there's potentially something available right now. So if anybody's looking for brand new construction, you have at least one person that's 55 years or young, I should say. Please call Virginia because that is a rare commodity around here. A lot of times when we're talking to new construction folks, they're saying anywhere, very long periods of time before you can get in. So now is the time. Interest rates are low. I do want to share that I have a friend that is called the modern day Nostradamus. He writes books, and in his books, he projects what's going to be coming up, and he has not been wrong yet. He's like a bestseller on Amazon, and he is calling me saying, Kim, prep your people, interest rates are going to probably start popping up in March.
That's what I've heard too.
And then he said multiple increases after that. So it's going to very quickly start popping up. So guys, now's the time. Now's the time. Grab these interest rates now. We don't want to say that we didn't tell you so before. So that's great. 𝐾𝐈𝐒𝐍𝐼𝐴N, top 10 builder in the country. Great one.
Yep.
Very good. Thanks, Virginia. Cinderella. All right. And then Elijah, what would you like to talk about?
Hey, everybody. Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty as well. I also went out to visit a new construction community. I went to Forest Lake in Davenport. It is a new construction area that has 3 builders in there. They've got, I'd say that the biggest draw in of it is that it is 2 miles from Posner Park. It still sits 12 miles from Cinderella's Castle, thereabout. It's located kind of nicely between the 2 airports of Orlando and Tampa, so that it's not too arduous to get between either of them. Close proximity to Advent Health and Elementary School of Horizon. I think that it's a great new construction opportunity for people to break into the ridge of Orlando where it sits, because a lot of people who have interest in Florida or just interest in the Orlando area have found Orlando's prices are kind of unbearable for breaking in, or a little bit too competitive. They're just some lovely people that have just lost too many bidding wars and just want to invest in new construction. So these are single family homes that are in the high 300,000s to low 500,000 range. I had an opportunity to walk through a number of models and speak to the individual 3 building companies that were in there about the strengths about using them. It was Centex that has 9 homes available at the moment. They're all spec. D.R. Horton has a lot of inventory at the moment, and they also are going to have a phase 2 coming in, so that if you can't pull the trigger just right now, you may want to get in touch with me about a little bit more of a long-term plan. So that was good of them. They said that they use a more of a standard build, so they could be probably the more economic one to go with. And then of course there was the Seasons in there, who had probably about 15 inventory, and they said that it was good to go with them because we can work with you and them to represent you for getting a lot more customization than maybe you're used to, everything down to like door handles rather than just take what you get. And there's still time to give us a call and get some of that customization for you.
Yeah.
Great job, guys. So what I'm going to do is now maybe talk about one of the listings that we just got. And Elijah had the opportunity to walk it with me as well. Yeah. It is an iconic home in Celebration. So if you think about Celebration, Florida, the town that Disney built, and if you were around during the original lottery days, and the 5,000 people that showed up for the first 350 properties, one of those properties is a house that we have just listed. It's never been available for sale after it was, obviously our people bought it as the model. But it's a beautiful Victorian home that sits on a street that Robert Stern, the town architect that also designed the Yacht and Beach Club, because as you guys may recall, we have Robert Stern and Michael Graves as part of the Town of Celebration architects. Michael Graves did the post office, but Robert Stern, you see most of Robert Stern in the downtown area. Robert Stern said at the 5-year mark of Celebration, it would be the most beautiful when you drove down Sycamore Street. And he was talking about the street and the house that we've just listed. And so it's a corner lot. It has a primary bedroom on the first floor. It's about 3,500 square feet. And so it just ticks off all the things that we're typically asked for, right? Everybody says, I want to live right in the main village. I want to be able to walk downtown. I want to go to the restaurants. Then usually they ask us, I'd like to have a big porch. Well, this floor plan is called a Devonshire. It was built by David Weekley. It was their model. Has a huge wraparound porch, and it's also on a very large lot for Celebration. And then typically another question is, I want to have a lot of light that comes into the house. I don't want to feel like I'm walking into a dark home. This being on a corner lot, and then when you have a Victorian home, they have these turrets that come out of the house, and so you get more light coming in from those windows. Yeah. So with the house having 3 bedrooms upstairs plus another family room that gives you some flex space, it does definitely have a dedicated office, which was built in, and it has its own separate entryway for that office off of the wraparound porch. So somebody could come visit you, not interrupt the family in the main house. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. The price tag on it is $1,750,000. And so anything within that main village area, the house just down the street that's much smaller, just went for $1.3 million. So these are the prices that you're seeing in Celebration now, and we are getting quite a few people. We just listed it. Elijah, do you have anything that you like to talk about with that house? Any observations?
Yeah, I mean, in the video there, and you probably saw that in addition to everything we mentioned about how beautiful the building is and the layout is, you have a good bit of backyard space to play with. And there's just and it's fenced in, and that's just something that is just irreplaceable or unmatchable, once a town is built and you're buying, into it, just having the ability to have that space to use is beautiful. And you can just see just from the video why it was one of the homes that was used on billboards to advertise the town when it was first being built. And the owners are very proud to be part of that history.
Yes, yes. So you too can be an owner of an iconic home in the Central Florida area, and feel free to call my two superstars here. I'm still pointing the wrong way. I can never get it right, but their telephone numbers are listed here. Please be sure to reach out if you have any questions of any of us. You can call or text any of us, and we will get the answers for you. What else, guys? Anything else we want to report? Remind everybody, keep doing your homestead, because I think by March 1st, you're going to have to wait a year again.
Yep.
And I know Virginia, Cinderella and I are getting ready to go into a carriage and head out to Sunbridge, because they've got some announcements, and we can't wait to report on that to everybody next week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.